It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll keep our eye on A.J. Terrell. He's been one of the NFL's best ball hawks this season with 9 interceptions. It's the Raiders and the Falcons, and it's all up next.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for the secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit. I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Bootlegging out here, Ritter.
He'll buy some time right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time.
So left side, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Robinson. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Robinson. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Monroe going right side here, and that's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Raiders.
After 7-0. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Back to throw.
Monroe. Pass taken in by Mayer.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And it is caught, and they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Well, looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well. Now they've had that extra time off, and we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Here we go. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lot. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials...
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
On 1st and 10.
Monroe, Mayer there to bring it in.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Looking to throw.
Monroe.
And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Shoves him away. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I was pretty surprised when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. In motion, right one of the tight ends. Now it's Richardson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. I'll pick up with 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Monroe. And he's got it. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw.
Monroe.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys
field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Ritter fires quickly out wide. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. On 2nd down, Ritter. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, it'll be Robinson. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. So a touchdown apiece. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the get-go. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. he's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
48 yards rushing forward to the ball game now on 14 carries. Ritter back to throw.
Sliding out of the pocket. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown, Falcons! A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. That's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Taking it about the 16.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
First down, here's Ritter.
Looking left side, and it's complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Holding, offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, You might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Ritter off the play fake.
He finds his man, complete. It's Jenkins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
3rd and long now, Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ritter will set up to throw it. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Here's Bass now for the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we... Second and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Monroe. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Monroe.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now inside the 25.
And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. They're able to... Down to that sets up a first...
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with first and goal at the 1-yard line.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Monroe toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today he's dropped the pass.
And that one, I think maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped, surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm was just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there. Gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
On the handoff, McLaughlin.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now Ritter.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
The give is to McLaughlin.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake in the football, get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, this game's over.
Holding, offense.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Going play action. Ritter.
And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Now that's a big pickup right there. And so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They've been worked out offensively. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Ready, go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
So the Raiders now down by 2 touchdowns. 1:47 on the clock. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down.
Here's Richardson to start the drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Throwing on first down.
Monroe gets this to Myers.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
They'll look to throw again.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5.
Is going to wind up incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He'll air one out deep from Mingo.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
On the ground, here's McLaughlin.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense